Good morning, Hojo staff, students, and families. It's time to start our day. Yate Abena, please stand. Reach up if you have a hat or a hood, take it off. Place your right hand over your heart. Bodies are still, voices are off, and we recite the Pledge of Allegiance together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, April 10th, and we have a few announcements. First, let's start with some music. Hopefully you've had a chance to listen to the music that Mrs. Neff has selected for the week. So I'm going to play a little bit of it and then ask you what we're listening to. Okay, friends, what is the selection of the week? Did you say New World Symphony by Antonin Dvorak? Correct. So we've gone through all of the music that we've learned so far this year by doing 2 a day since we've been doing our announcements on video. So I thought we would try to make things a little tougher and see what you can do. Mrs. Neff has posted all of our selections on our YouTube channel, which you can listen to, and you can listen to them while you're doing other things. Like maybe you are doing some work, or you're doing your reading, or you are coloring a picture, or helping out with some chores around the house. You can put on that music and listen to it and try to remember exactly which selection you're listening to. So in order to make this a little more challenging, I thought I will play a selection that you're familiar with, but I'm going to play it from the middle instead of the beginning. Can you still identify what we're listening to? Rather than just listening to the beginning part of it, can you listen to it from the middle and tell me what we're listening to? So I'm going to play it and you tell me. Okay, friends, that's a little more challenging, isn't it? So tell me, what were we listening to? Did you hear Clair de Lune? That's what we were listening to. And who's the composer of Clair de Lune? Claude Debussy. Correct. Nice job. So let's do art next. Art, we have right behind me a nice big picture. Do you remember when we learned this from Miss Stapp? What is the name of this piece? Do you remember? The Lady of Shalott. And the artist? John William Waterhouse. That's been a while since we've done that one too. And do you remember, this is also the name of a poem, and the name of the poet that this portrait was made in conjunction with, or because of, or influenced by, was Alfred Lord Tennyson. Today we have a poem. If I was clever enough, I would have probably pulled that poem up, but instead I'm taking a poem from our 4th grade selection, and it's called Clouds by Christina Rossetti. White sheep on a blue hill. When the wind stops, you all stand still. When the wind blows, you walk away slow. White sheep, where do you go? We have another comparison, and the title of the poem is Clouds, but the word clouds does not appear anywhere in the poem. It starts with white sheep on a blue hill. So what's the blue hill? Did you say the sky? Sometimes it can look like, clouds can look like fluffy white sheep floating by. That's something to do sometimes if you're sitting outside and enjoying nature, and poets and artists sometimes get their comparisons from nature to other things in life. And so we've been looking at that with the birds that we've been talking about, with other things in nature, flowers. And so this is clouds. And she never says clouds are like white sheep on a blue hill. She just says sheep, white sheep on a blue hill. So do you remember what a comparison is? When we are comparing clouds and sheep, but we're not using the word like or as. Do you remember what that's called? It's called a metaphor. So sheep are a metaphor for clouds in that poem. Today maybe you can look outside and see if you can see any white sheep. Looks like it's a sunny day. Maybe there's a few clouds in the sky. All right, friends. Today we do have some birthdays to announce, not for today, but for tomorrow. So tomorrow we have 2 birthdays. Sterling and Russell are having birthdays tomorrow. So gentlemen, I hope you have a great day. And Sunday, Easter Sunday, is taken. I hope you have a nice day as well. Chances are you got double the holiday that day, so you'll have a great day. So let's do our Declaration of Independence. We've been practicing this every day. And so parents, please make sure your student does not opt out and recites it along with me. Taking it from the top, just the portion that we've memorized. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute a new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Nice job. Thank you for reciting that with me. And because of all your hard work, remember today is Pickles and Popcorn Day. We're still doing it. The only difference is it's free. That's right. You can get to the school. Mr. Green has a table set up, and he's going to be giving all Hojo students pickles and popcorn for all their hard work in practicing the announcements with me and going over the Declaration of Independence and all the artwork and listening to the music. And after our first week of working on our work through the Edmodo or Class Dojo, and I know it's been a struggle for some, so we're just getting used to that. So other announcements are you can still come to the school to get your breakfast and lunch, and apparently we have found some bags, so if you have a reusable bag and you want to bring it, that's fine, or hopefully we have bags now for our lunches. Don't forget you can still exchange your books for the readathon so that you can continue to increase your minutes. And we've had some changes here. Our 4th place overall in the whole school, that's a spot that keeps changing. And so today, the 4th place position is held by Stella in 6th grade. Nice job, Stella. And she's also moved into the 5,000 club, and so we have some new prizes. Don't forget, 1,500 minutes, you get your patriotic pencil and a cool eraser. 3,000 minutes, which we have a number of students who have moved into the 3,000. And we have a little art kit or science kit. Hopefully they arrive today. We have our cinch bags if you have 5,000 minutes. So Stella just got herself a cinch bag. 7,000 is a decal for your car. 10,000 t-shirt. 12,000 a tablet. And for our top 5, we'll have a special prize for our top 5. So nice job keeping up with those minutes, everybody. It helps us see who is doing their reading and to maintain that a little easier. So we are also going to be talking about and revising our Edmodo and our written assignments. This was our first week of giving that a shot, and in some cases I think some families felt like it was just right, probably because they had one student. And other families who had multiple students found that having multiple kids on the different devices and the different ways that teachers were posting some information made it a little challenging for them to follow along. And unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of time to be able to come up with a unified system for that. So we are going to be looking into that some more and trying to figure out how to make it easy for parents to access the work that students can do. But I would just encourage your families not to be stressed out about that. So students, if your parents are not listening right now, just remind them that we're going to do our very best. We should be doing an hour a day, but we're not going to stress out about the work that's there. Just stay in communication with your child's teacher if you're listening, parents, and attempt to do an hour a day of work. And then if you don't get everything accomplished, it's okay. Don't worry. The other thing is continue to do the reading with the readathon and just communicate with your child's teacher. So that's all we have for today. So everybody stay healthy, stay safe, and let's do our student pledge together. I will do the good, I will learn the true, and I will love the beautiful. And I hope you have a great day and a great holiday weekend.